seen it?
Hello everyone and welcome to Tabor Talk. So this video is something a little bit different. I'm just going to answer a single question. Okay, people who know me know that I'm an MMA guy. As a matter of fact, I got into Joe Rogan really because of the UFC. That's how I found out about his podcast many years ago, back in 2009 actually. No, I did not watch Fear Factor. I didn't watch that stupid show. So anyway, by the way, just got this in the mail a couple of days ago. This is amazing. The top greatest 100 fights. By the way, it's from 2009. So 93 to 2009. So it's a little bit older, but man, 100 full fights. 1,600 minutes, which is 26 hours, 26 and a half hours. I actually watched 12 fights last night. Amazing. Loved some of the best fights you'll ever see. But anyway, getting back into this. So my doctor, my ophthalmologist, we're having a conversation. He goes, "Oh, you like UFC? By the way, I had 2 detached retinas. That's why. It was because related to, I used to grapple, jujitsu. So that's how we talk about this all the time." And I guess he was kind of kidding around, but maybe not. He was a little confused. He said, like, it's the UFC that I watch, it's fake. It's got to be fake. I go, "What are you talking about? Like, what do you mean?" And he goes, "Well, listen, I grew up watching, like Mike Tyson. I was a big Mike Tyson fan. And when he'd hit someone, say like Larry Holmes, boom, literally Holmes flew across the fucking ring, right? So like you're telling me the ground and pound, when someone's on top and they're boom, 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 it doesn't seem possible. Like, how are they not seriously injured or dead?" And I go, so by the way, I'm going to put, there's a there's actually 15 minutes of top ground and pound finishes. I can't really play it here because of copyright. UFC's a motherfucker with that. You put anything up, they'll pull your video. So I'll just put this top finishes in the comments section. Okay, so getting back to the question. No, there's no fake stuff. You want fake stuff, go to the WWE. But no, the UFC, mixed martial arts, it's all real. And I had to explain to him, I go, number one, these are trained professionals. They know how to take punishment. They know how to take hits from the bottom. If you'll watch, if they're not unconscious, if they're knocked out, their head is raised a few inches from the ground, right? So, and plus, usually you might see them in guard or even like probably in mount, right? So when they're grounding and pounding, you're only using your upper body. So you're pounding, ground and pound. Only you're not ground and pound from using only waist up. So sometimes you'll see they'll stand up and boom. You'll see that once in a while, which is pretty sick stuff. But you're not using, as we all know, anybody who knows about fighting and boxing, most of your power comes from your legs and your ass, right? So that's the majority of power. You see guys who can really throw hard, usually, typically a big ass, big leg, boom, using the whole body. Of course, there are exceptions. Deontay Wilder, John Jones is skinny. He's got skinny calves. But anyway, so those are the 2 things. Another thing, and the most important thing, is they're not fighting on concrete. All right, there's a ring or whatever, and there's a cushion. Like you can see that even with the throws. Like some of the throws, boom, you know, and it's because of the canvas. So I explained to him, no, it's absolutely real, and that's the reason. 3 reasons why you don't see a death like at almost every UFC event when there's ground and pound. Okay, so to sum up, right? They're professionals. They know how to fight. They know how to absorb punishment. And by the way, they're always pulling down too. But when you're on the bottom, so the key is to not let them extend out, right? Boom! You're trying to prevent someone from spinning out. So when you're on the bottom, you're pulling in. All UFC guys know this, right? So you're pulling or grabbing your arm. So it's really not great shots. Some of them, when you see these finishes, are pretty devastating, and it does happen, especially if you knock someone out. Right, happens a lot. It's kind of gross to watch. That is dangerous. You knock someone out, and especially if you're a big guy, and then the guy's flat out, and boom, like Francis Ogana. It's pretty sick shit. Jorge Masvidal with Ben Askren after the knee, boom, pretty unnecessary, pretty brutal stuff. It's hard for me to watch. I mean, if I were a fighter, I know the moment, your adrenaline's flowing, but if my opponent was unconscious, I'm not gonna hit, you know. And I'm in the minority there because most people do. Their philosophy is, hey, they're trying to kill me, and like they wouldn't give me a break, that sort of thing. They're kind of, you know, that's the sport. It's a brutal sport. All right. Hope I answered your question. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. Peace, man. Peace, love, and understanding. You know, this is an MMA thing. Got to get this. And it's real cheap. It's like under $10, right? Crazy. No one buys DVDs anymore. I love DVDs. Okay. Peace.